From ultra realistic video emotions that you can add to basically any avatar in the world, being able to put your face on any video in the world, to even a robot that can stand on one leg while getting hit with a stick. Safe to say, a lot of crazy AI updates have come out in the past few days, so welcome to my AI breakdown of the week, giving you guys the best news that I find. With all the AI news coming out literally every single day, it's actually impossible to keep track of everything, so I built an AI automation that literally updates me every single day of hundreds of the newest updates and breaking news in the industry. And what that allows me to do is choose what I think is going to benefit you in your life, in your business, or things that are just cool as shit, and show it to you guys in a weekly series without having to waste hours and hours and hours of my time. And so if you want an automation like this and many more that'll save you a bunch of time in your day-to-day life, just head to my community at Kev's No Code Academy, because this automation alone is what's allowing me to make these AI news videos for you guys today. So without further ado, let's jump into the computer, subscribe to the boy, and let's get into this in-depth breakdown of all the best AI news that I could find. So this is one of the more exciting things I wanted to talk to you guys about today. It's called X Portrait 2, which is like the most realistic, expressive portrait animations we've ever seen. Okay, so none of these people are real people, but what it is it's mapping your facial expression to any picture or video that you want in the world. But for the first time ever, it's actually tracking like thousands of different key points on your face to actually show some real symmetry in your expressions for these different avatars, right? So even something as simple as being able to stick your tongue out didn't exist previously, and this company was the same company that came out with TikTok and CapCut, has now come out with this absolute monster. So I just want to show you guys a quick example.
You're not the only one who's got wants and needs, but I held on to your toy. I took all my feelings, my wants and needs.
So it's pretty ridiculous that it's able to track the eyes, the lips, the mouth, and also just keep the expression of the character one for one. Like, it's really, really accurate. You guys can see in this bottom left-hand corner the actual picture that this model was used with, and in the bottom right, it's the actual video of the actor themselves. And as you guys can see here, there's a bunch of different examples of anime, cartoon, realistic, non-realistic, AI, non-AI. It's just pretty ridiculous. Here we have this one guy as Santa Claus, a cartoon girl, and an older black man. That's fucking insane. Only thing is, this isn't like live to the public right now, so definitely once this thing's live, I'll be the first to update you. Next up, guys, a little bit of news from ChatGPT5, which we won't be seeing coming in 2025, and there's a couple of reasons why. So when we jumped from GPT-3 to GPT-4, we got to see some really massive leaps in technological advancement within a very short period of time, which is what brought OpenAI to the mainstream world, right? People were really shocked at how it kept jumping and evolving, but with ChatGPT5, they're reaching some serious limitations, and the reason why is actually because of how these models work. ChatGPT is different than what they came out with OpenAI's O1 model. And the O1 model is a much deeper reasoning model that spends time thinking about its response and goes through multiple different thought processes, which is called a chain of thought, that'll actually help deliver a more accurate response, if you will. But GPT-5 is going down that traditional path of the GPT-4 and 3 line, which isn't using this chain of thought reasoning. So what this means in the macro is that there's a massive shift that's about to happen in how these models actually work. Instead of scaling these things up with more data, they're just running it through a different reasoning process where it actually has to think back and actually reason with itself before it gives you a logical answer. All right, guys, next up, I want to talk about Apple Intelligence, right? So we all know that, you know, iOS and Apple and their iPhones have finally started to roll out their Apple Intelligence AI, okay, which is basically, in a nutshell, ChatGPT wrapped. It's nothing that we haven't seen before, but there are a couple of cool things, okay? So I'm not just here to hate on Apple coming out with this. So first cool feature I want to talk about is the Genmoji. So basically, if you want to make a brand new emoji, or you're talking about something that you think deserves to have an emoji associated to it, you can create that emoji with just a simple description of what it is. And I think that's pretty cool. I used to see other companies in the past already come out with this. So now that Apple has embedded it into their phones, it is a definite game changer. So those other companies are just got eaten up by that AI. Other than that, like I said, it is just GPT wrapped, But with Siri, for example, it's really cool that we're actually going to be able to have a full conversation with Siri without it forgetting what we just asked it, right? So that's nice. But guys, if you even want access to ChatGPT's like higher end models on your iPhone, you're still going to have to pay $20 a month. So like they're not even giving you their highest end models and they're still trying to make money off of it. So like Apple Intelligence, like I said, is quite BS in my opinion. Guys, so Kling AI, which is one of the leading AI video models in the world right now, just came out with an absolutely groundbreaking update. And it's not live just yet to the public, but they have a custom text to video model that allows you to train your face. And so what this means is you can basically put your face onto any video in the world or create any video with your face as the avatar. And so this guy on Twitter named Tech Holla has a beautiful breakdown of it. So I just want to show you this little clip here. So here he is eating a burger, just absolutely mowing down. Now he's eating a pizza for like some pizza eating contest, right? You know, steering a boat in the middle of the ocean. That one looks like a video game character. Now he's driving a motorcycle. So it's pretty insane. Like you guys can kind of get the point here. But what's awesome is that he also breaks down that all you have to do is train this model on videos of yourself. It'll then create a Lora of you. And if you guys don't know what Lora is, just drop a comment down below. And if enough people want a full breakdown of what Loras are and how you can create them for yourself, then I'll make a whole breakdown of how you can start training AI models on anything you want. So you can train an AI model on your face, on the products you sell, on the style of art that you create, on your brand's fonts and images and brand identities and stuff like that, right? So it's really cool. But now we can grab these Loras for the first time and put it into AI video. All right, so this is my favorite topic of the week, guys. Meme coin that was created by AI and marketed by AI soars over 500% in 1 week. Now, I'm gonna give you the full breakdown of this story, but basically this legend here, Mark Anderson, is the genius behind it. So what Mark Anderson did was he created this Twitter page called Terminal of Truths. And what this is completely 100% AI ran. And the goal of Truth Terminal is to self-improve its tweets to go more viral. And since its launch in June of 2024, guys, it has generated 180,000 followers. And the next task that Mark Anderson gave it was that he asked it to find the most viral meme coin that it thinks it can sell and start marketing it. This Truth Terminal was given $50,000 by Mark Anderson and told to literally go and find the most likely meme coin to go viral. Once it found it, which was this coin called Gotius Maximus, it just started to market and pump the shit out of the coin. After a week, that coin rose to a $300 million market cap. And so it's really interesting, but it's also kind of scary that an AI generated Twitter page was able to pump a coin and generate millions of dollars of market value just based off of tweets. I'll end up linking this video in the description below if you want the full breakdown of how this actually happened. So next up, guys, is Bolt.new. Now, Bolt.new needs a full video breakdown, which we're going to be coming out with in a bit, because what I do is I teach no code, and this is like the cutting edge of no code. Because with just typing English as your prompts, you can build a front end, back end, database, and connect them all together in one web app in seconds. And so this example here, guys, is one of the most beautiful looking websites that Bolt.new was able to generate. As you guys can see here, we have a 3D animated background. We have a nice scrolling feature. It's beautiful. And the thing is, the guy did it without any coding. You can see here, he hasn't touched a single line of code yet. And what do you think about his creation? And so if you just head over to Twitter and you type in Bolt.new, you can see all of these different projects that people are trying to ship with this application. And so I would say, as it stands right now, it's still not perfect for creating a full-fledged app. But if you just want to build an MVP or start building an idea of your app, this is the best way to do it, because you can go from 0 to MVP in like a day. And then that can allow you to validate whether or not your idea works. And then from there, you can actually develop the rest of the app and then go to market. I'm going to be making an entire video breaking this down and how we're going to use this to build an app in real time. And I'm going to show you a live cooking session where I do all of this myself. So definitely stick around on the channel for that. Just know that what Bolt.new essentially means is that the previous AI coder apps like Cursor or V0 have now been combined, because Cursor, for example, would build out your code base, but it wouldn't connect it to a database, right? And then you would also have to deploy it to v0 to actually see what the front end looks like. What Bolt.new does is it does all three at the same time, which is just an absolute cheat code. All right, this one's kind of weird, guys. I'll be honest. Now, Minecraft just came out with a couple of things. And so today what we're going to talk about is the fact that Minecraft and Singularity Net and ASI Alliance have unveiled this thing called Eris, if I'm pronouncing that right. And it's a self-learning AI within the Minecraft game. Meaning this AI that I'll show you guys in this video is literally just playing
like Mother Nature's
the game by itself.
garden.
Actually, let me just pause that for a sec. So it's literally just playing the game by itself. But where it gets even crazier is this avatar that you see on the screen is not a real person. We have a clone AI with a cloned voice AI that's commentating its gameplay that is also done by AI. So it's literally like a streamer that is not real. It's insane. So gamers better watch the fuck out, because before you know it, you're going to be competing with an AI bot that literally doesn't miss because it has Deadeye built into it. So that's pretty crazy. But what I like about this, guys, is that NPCs in video games back in the day are going to be obsolete, because every avatar that you interact with in these video games can now be smart. And so GTA 6, for example, you can imagine how smart the avatars in that game are going to be when your avatar interacts with it. And let's finish off with some robotics, guys. So this company called Unitary Robotics has just built a lot of crazy shit. And it was that dog example that I was talking about earlier. So the first thing that they built here, guys, is that they now have like real smooth walking robots. And if you guys think about like the Tesla bot or whatever, they're also, building the same thing, but this is just a lot smoother. Now, this dog robot is pretty nuts. It's able to balance on 1 foot. It's able to walk with only 2 of its legs. And the thing that really blew my mind, guys, is that this guy later in the video just grabs a stick, starts beating the robot, and it's able to stand up and hold its balance. It's even getting kicked and it's able to hold its balance. So can't even imagine where physical AI is about to take the world, but that's just a little teaser of what's going to come in the future.